What's up, friends? Okay, happy Saturday to you guys. I'm sitting here soaking wet, sweating my brains out in my garage. Just finished a workout. And my greatest thoughts, downloads for me personally, things that like literally shift my life, come in the garage or the shower, right? It's like when we finally get time alone to think. And gosh, I just wanted to address this. There is so much talk right now about Simone Biles and should she have made the choice that she made? Did she hurt America? Is it a lack of patriotism because of what she did? And as I'm sitting here in my garage, sweating my brains out, pushing myself to the max, doing a burst workout, going as hard as I can for 20 seconds at a time, y'all. Okay, 20 seconds. And I'm in here praying, Jesus, help me. I don't know if I can breathe and make it through this. I'm thinking about this girl who from a young age has pushed her body to the max. She knows what it means to push her body like beyond anything you or I can even fathom. So my hardest workout in a day ever, my hardest workout of my life doesn't even compare to probably what she trains at, the level she trains at a max daily. And I was just thinking how, I think what's in my heart to share with y'all is just to be so careful about the opinions that so often we just air our opinions so freely when we do not know the story. We don't know what's going on for her. Nobody does except for Simone, her mom, her dad, and maybe her coaches and those closest to her. And yet because we have social media and we have the ability to go live like this in 2 seconds in my garage, I have the ability to comment on something or post a status update. I somehow feel that gives me a right to just completely air what I think she should or shouldn't have done. And I just want to give you guys just the other side of the coin maybe to think about for her. And I think all of us can take this away from the courage that I believe Simone is walking in is what if her whole life, like this girl has been trained to literally ignore, she's been trained to push herself to the max and ignore her limits. She has been trained to not listen when her body tells her stop. She has been trained to not give in to the emotions, not let herself break mentally. The sport she's been in and her career, her job, the very nature of what she's doing, she has been trained to ignore herself. And I can tell you at this stage of my life, when I'm working with 35-year-old women or 40-year-old women or some 58-year-old women that I have the privilege of talking with or coaching, so much of their core issues stem from a lifetime of ignoring themselves. So much of their issues come from they didn't listen to their body, they didn't listen to their gut. So we don't listen to our bodies, we push ourselves beyond what we're capable of, and we hurt ourselves, right? We've all done this. We throw our back out, we do a workout when we know we shouldn't have, and we go too hard, we hurt ourselves. And for so many women, we have been trained in the art. Like I believe Simone Biles, the very nature of the sport she's in, has trained her in the art of ignoring herself and ignoring her gut. And so for me, when I watch it, I'm thinking, gosh, if I don't know the reason she made her choice, none of us do, but if she made that choice because deep down inside, she knew to push herself any further would be detrimental to herself, her team, her country, and she made that choice knowing she'd receive hate, people wouldn't like her. People wouldn't be pleased with her performance. She's trained in the art of performing at perfection. So for somebody with that training and that mindset to do what she did, for me, the lesson I take from that is to be courageous. Be courageous to listen to myself and my body and my gut and my intuition and my God when he tells me to do something. I listen. I don't worry about who it pleases and who it doesn't. I don't worry about who I'm going to upset and who I'm not. I don't worry about if I've done it right and perfectly. And again, she's been trained in that. So most of us, if we look at that, we could probably gather that she's having to go against everything she has ever trained herself to do, which is perform, be perfect, please everyone, do it right, and push through, power through, ignore herself at all cost. So for me, I am just going, I don't know why she did it, but kudos to her for listening to herself. Kudos to her, right? And I think all of us, especially as women, can take a huge lesson from her that we need to listen to ourselves. And when we don't, so we see a young girl doing this and then we're mad at her for listening to herself. The country, there's been so many things that I'm like, you guys don't even know her story. Have you talked to her? Are you in her home? Do you really know why she did what she did and why she made that choice? Why not believe the best about her? That it was the hardest choice she's ever made in her life. The easy choice is to get on that bar and do what she's trained herself to do her entire life. The hard choice was to go against everybody, to go against it and open herself up to hate and make a courageous choice to listen to her gut, if that's the choice she made. I don't know if that's why she did it, but I just want to challenge you to think about what else could be just as true as maybe your initial opinion, your knee-jerk thought about it. And maybe we just need some kindness and compassion, because it's easy for us to judge other people when they make hard choices because we're unwilling to do that in our own life. Maybe you are that woman who trained yourself your entire life to ignore yourself, to push your body beyond what you're capable, to ignore your gut and your intuition, and you found yourself in certain life situations where you wish somebody had told you, it's okay, sister, to make the hard choice. It's okay to go against the flow and the grain and have everybody hate you. Listen to your gut, because that, friend, is more detrimental to any one of us than losing a gold medal or giving up a gold medal. When we sacrifice that internal voice, when we stop listening to ourselves, that is more detrimental than sacrificing something that can be thrown in the fire and burned up. It's gold. It doesn't matter. If she loses her soul and goes against herself for the rest of her life, that's the regret she would have. So for me, I'm taking from this that Simone Biles is absolutely courageous, and I want to be just like her. Again, I don't know why she did it, but I want to be like her, and I want to learn to tune into myself, tune into my gut, and make the hard choice no matter what anybody says. And I hope that you will too.